Send this out. Hello, everyone. Just give me a minute to share the live out. I hope everyone is doing fantastic. Just let me share it out to the TikTok peeps. Hold on. Okay, hello everybody. Oops. Hello. What did I do? Oh, there we go. There we go. Hello, love. How are you? Sorry, it's been a while since I did my setup, so I'm a little discombobulated tonight. How are you, my love? How are you? So good to see you. So sorry I was not live last week. My back was in awful shape. Happy birthday, kitten. Happy birthday, my love. Do you have any fun plans? Hello, Chuck. Hello. Chuck, were you able to, was that link helpful? Were they able to buy your song? You're welcome, lovey. Hello, Melissa. How are you, my love? So good to see you guys here. I'm so sorry I wasn't live last week. And you know, I know better, but we just got busy during the summer, and typically I go to the chiropractor every 4 to 6 weeks. Might stretch it out to every 2 months, and my back just completely went into spasms. Hello, Melissa. And when I looked back at my calendar, I had not been to the chiropractor since June 2nd. So I went before he got out of school, and I didn't go the rest of the summer. And my back went out. So that is another, I know I talk about it a lot, but that is a concrete example of making sure you're doing your self-care. So, and I kind of ended up, I went to someone else. Yeah, it was way past time. But I hadn't been doing bad, because if it starts to act up, then I'll be like, oh, okay, I need to get in. And I hadn't been doing that, and just all of a sudden over the weekend, it was bad. So so I'm back and going a couple times a week and getting straightened out so that then I can get back to my maintenance. So that's another just example, a concrete example of making sure you're getting the self-care that you need. I'm not saying you have to go to a chiropractor, but I'm saying for me, that's the only thing that helps my back. And so if there's something that you know that you should be doing, and you're like, oh, I'm busy, I'll get to it later, or I don't need to do that right now, you know, things are too busy. Well, I was out of commission for quite a while. Yeah, I'm feeling much better. There was no way, like on Monday, I had just gotten to the point where I could just lie on a heating pad and not be in excruciating pain, because of course it was a holiday weekend, right? And my regular chiropractor wasn't going to be in the office until Wednesday. I'm like, I can't go through 2 more days of this. So I did call another chiropractor and that a friend of mine had been to, and they were able to get me in, and they were able to help me. So we're back on track. But yeah, it was really, really bad. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't lay down on my side, on my back. Like I couldn't sit up, like nothing. So, but I'm doing better now. And that was my reminder to me. That was my body saying, hey, you, take care of yourself. So since we've got some of you in here, I do want to share some exciting things that have happened just in this past week. And would have happened past the time that I would have talked to you last week even. So we have, there's been someone on Instagram, like I've been posting footage on the Our NPC Journey channel. Thank you, kitten. Okay, Chuck, you're allowed to watch your football too. Um, but I've been posting on the Our NPC Journey Instagram because something's up with my YouTube, and I'm probably gonna maybe have this guy look at it. But so been interacting with someone that I had seen at NPC. I had seen him several times, but we had just never chatted or anything. Well, we were commenting on each other's stuff, and then he reached out to me and he wants to do a collaborative YouTube channel. So, not to take away from anything that what we're doing, but to kind of amplify it and hopefully reach a bigger audience because he has a couple of YouTube channels. Thank you, big brother. So that's happening, and that one will be Our NPC Life instead of Our NPC Journey. As long as you aren't going to dance and scream touchdown and yell when things don't go well. Well, Melissa, we can't hear him, so even if he does, it's okay. Oh my goodness, you guys. So that's going to be coming. And, as I have been posting the footage for each artist that I took, and this is just my first round. I haven't even gotten through everybody for the first round of videos that I have. Some of them I took several snippets of things, and this is just like one snippet pretty much for each artist so far. There were a couple I doubled up on, but so anyway, one of the creators that like his name is Shaldo, and he performs all over Japan and all kinds of things like that, and is just seems to be really blowing up mainstream wise, which is really cool. I'm really happy to see that. I tagged him in a video, and he was like, this is amazing. Can you send me the video? So I sent that to him, and then on Instagram, and I said, well, this is actually a shortened version of what I have. Do you want the longer version? And he was like, yes, that would be, great. And so I was like, well, I'll just send you what I have, and then you can use it as you wish. And he was like, okay, I'll do a video and I'll tag you in it. So on Instagram, like my videos are getting like at most like 400 views, right? There's one with MSR in DPS merchandise, and that one got up to 2,000. But typically, I'm hovering around. If I hit 400 views on Instagram on that account, I'm excited. And this has like over 2,000 views, and he shouted us out and said thank you at Our NPC Journey for the amazing footage. So, and MSR messaged him, and this was, and I won't go into what he shared because that's his personal story, but he did share a difficult time that the artist's music helped him to deal with some stuff that he was going through, and he shared that with the artist, and you could tell that the artist was touched, right? And so MSR sent him the message with the video, and he messaged back and was like, thank you, and said MSR's real name, so he remembered him. So how cool is that? Like, he didn't use his MSR or Mountain State rapper name. He knew his real name from the interactions that we had. So he remembered him. So that's kind of the point. And so to me, it's like, yes, this is what I set out to do, was to start building those relationships and making those connections. If you hear language coming from the West, it's more likely it's me. I figured. Yeah. So, I mean, and that's just been the last, really since we got back from vacation, that I've really been posting frequently on there. So, and then my goal is to, trying to build up an audience there, and then I'll start putting MSR stuff on there too. So Mama has a plan, and I don't know where it's leading us, but it's leading us somewhere. And I've been interacting. And I don't know if I told you guys. Did I tell you about the lady who is a creator for her son is an artist, and she and I have been messaging some. So I commented on one of her videos, and she sent me some additional stuff about it. And so it's, it's really amazing through social media how you can be connected. And so to me, it's just really cool. I was talking to another fan. She's going back to school. So I was talking, because you know how I am with career stuff. So I was messaging her about that last night. So it's just nice to, you know, be creating those connections, because that's what I love to do. I love to network and create connections and create impact. So that's what we're doing. And like I said, I don't know where it's going to lead us. Hopefully it's going to lead him up on stage someday at MPC, but it's leading him somewhere, and he really is liking his graphic design class, because he's having to get up earlier, and he's not complaining about it, and he's not fighting me on going to bed earlier. So we will probably, after he's done, we'll probably wrap up, because I really need to get him showered so that I can get into bed earlier, because it's harder on me to have to get up earlier. I'm getting up like half an hour earlier, which he was going to have to get up earlier to go to school anyway. But this is like an additional 15 minutes than what we originally anticipated. But we have transportation. Did I tell you guys he got stranded at the other school, and I had to go pick him up because the bus didn't come get him? That was a whole thing. So the beginning of the year has been very stressful, which may have contributed to my back issue, because there was a lot going on. And now I'm extremely paranoid and feeling like I can't, like once he goes off to school, like I still can't relax because I'm like, did the bus get him to his program? Then looking on the location, did the bus pick him up? Is he on his way back to the school? So until he's back at the other school, I can't like relax. He's enjoying the graphic design class. I don't know how much the others, but that's the bright spot in his day. Because the other stuff is stuff he doesn't want to do. And like, I get that. But as you all know, there are things that we have to do that we don't want to do. Let's see. You'd be proud of me, guys. I've lost an inch or two on my stomach. The suit is fitting a little bit better. Awesome. So what changes have you made to make that happen? Because that just doesn't happen on its own, right? So what changes are you making? Speaking of which, I'm back to drinking more water. I have drastically cut down my Dr. Pepper consumption. And guys, I did talk to Lori, or I messaged with her, was it last week maybe? Because I saw on TikTok that she had support, which was good. She had some of her widow friends there to support her in something that she was going to do related to Doug that was going to be hard. And so she was at a cookout when I messaged her. It must have been Labor Day, because even though I was like laying on my back, so I was messaging her because I knew I wouldn't be on that night, and I wanted to make sure she was doing okay. She didn't say anything else about the apartment situation, but she was at a cookout and was enjoying herself, and then she was going to have support to do this thing. So yeah, way to go. Targeting my puff muffin. But how are you targeting it? What are you doing differently? Was kind of frustrated because the insurance denied the medication that I wanted that was not only for the weight loss, but also it helps with inflammation. And with school starting and then my back going out, I just haven't had the energy to be able to advocate like I need to. And I'm gonna have to call them anyway, because I don't know if it was the x-ray on my stomach that I had, but they denied something, so I have to contact them anyway. And so I'm just gonna be like, look, why was it denied? What needs to happen? because I've got to do something. Sit ups and planks. Good, good, good. There's Lori. She made it. Hello, Lovey. I was giving an update on you a little bit. I don't know if you heard. But in case you didn't get to come in tonight, I did want them to know that I talked to you. So how are you doing, Lovey? And what has happened with the apartment situation? Has anything, because when I was messaging you last week, um, I don't know that I asked you about that because I know that you were at your cookout and then you were going to be doing the stuff for Doug. Hello, Lovey. Hello. Hello, hello. So also MSR had been putting out a song like every week. I know I've missed her too. I'm so glad that you're here, Lori. So if you guys can go to that, oh, he had a song come out today and I haven't even seen it yet. Crappity dappity. I always forget. So yeah, so if you can go to his Mountain State Rapper YouTube and watch that, I can send a link in the TikTok chat. Remind me to do that. Really, Lori? So things have settled down? Wow. Yeah, right, Melissa? Oh. I love when you guys talk to each other. Water check. I have my water. It's in limbo right now. So what's in limbo? The situation or the position? So this is my favorite one because it has the little soft straw, but I have several others that I've been drinking out of to try and keep drinking more water. Both? Okay, well, keep us posted. Gonna refill my water while I hear the... Go right ahead, Melissa. Melissa, how are you doing? How's work going? Hanging in there. Okay, and that's all we can ask for, right? As long as you're still hanging in there. I'm glad to see you, though. I'm glad to see all of you. It's so amazing to see you here. So, yeah, I just, I thought I had the technical, I know you guys, I'm like a broken record when I say this. Thought I had the technical difficulties worked out for the podcast. Was recording without my microphone just to do a test run. It worked fine. I plugged the microphone up and it messed the settings up and it stopped recording. So I've got to figure that out. Work is there. It's been hectic as we should be unwinding from peak season, but we've been busy. Okay. And then, like, will things get busy again around Christmas? Or are you, like, not going to have any lull time this time? Sorry, I zoned out for a minute. I was thinking about something. Oh my goodness. Oh, so I took MSR to a concert Saturday night. It was someone that used to do tennis clinics for them, and he's a real nice guy. He's always been super nice to MSR, and but it's more Chuck R music, so it was a bit heavier, almost a little bit of thrash metal, not exactly all the time. They didn't scream the whole time, but it got moved indoors because of the weather, so it was in a very small room with very big speaker system, and Kiddo lasted 3 songs and we had to leave. I was like, that's fine, we'll get back in time for the cool fireworks. Had a photo shoot a couple weeks ago and went really well. Very cool. Are you allowed to say what you were shooting or who you were shooting or what it was about? Yeah, so that reminds me. Tell me your good news in the chat. Tell me some good news. Really hard to say. We have different projects that came in due to a plant closure. Oh, so it may be busy, it may not be busy. I'm supposed to see some no work days, which I cannot wait. I bet. Oh, very cool, very cool. Nice, Chuck. Yeah, I guess this time next year I'll be doing MSRs. I didn't even want to think about that. Don't even want to think about that. It's been hard enough for me this year. I feel like this is a big year. You know, he's taking a college course, doing the graphic design. It's a lot, but he seems to be juggling everything really well. Really needing some time away and some time with my guy. I did schedule off a day in a few weeks so we can spend some time together. Good. But I'm glad that you and your guy are together and that's going well. I know it's hard when you're working so much and you can't really see him. So I know that's hard. So I hope you get some time so that you can be together and enjoy each other's company. Been taking Mounjaro for my newfound diabetes. I've lost 8 pounds so far. So Lori, I don't know if you heard me say that that's amazing. I'm so excited for you because now, okay, so let me ask you this. Do you feel like it has helped with the fibro? Because that's what I think that's what my insurance denied me for. And so I'm going to be calling them and finding out what we need to do to get this approved. That's so amazing. I'm so happy for you. See? Okay, like this is going to tick me off if they don't approve this because I saw a study about it that was saying that it helped with inflammation. So yes, it helps with the weight loss, but it's not just that. It's like if, you know, so do you think that's why you're feeling better then? You've got energy and weight loss flares. Oh, like I want to cry for you, Lori, because I know how amazing that is for you, and I'm just so happy. I am so glad that you found something that works for you. Yeah, that is so awesome. That is so awesome. Because guys, I'm telling you, like even today, you know, and I really, really do try and be grateful. Like I'm grateful that I can sit in this chair and do a live tonight because last Monday, that just wasn't possible for me to do with my back the way it was. So I am grateful and I try and stay in those moments, but sometimes it's hard. And like last night when I was making dinner and today, I just, you know, I just was like, I just wish things weren't so hard. You know, I just wish they weren't so hard. And if there's something out there that can help me, it infuriates me that I can't have access to it because an insurance says so. That drives me nuts. And the doctor was like, "Oh well, you know, you can do this compound that's $600 a month." And I was like, "That's why I didn't take it the first time. Like I could have done this years ago, literally years ago, and I didn't do it because of the cost. But what is it costing me? You know, maybe if I had been doing it, I could still work. You know, I don't know. We'll see." We are making it work. He works every weekend, so unless I take a day off, we really don't get to see one another. Oh no. His parents require a lot from him, but I am 100% supportive. Aww. I remind him to find balance and make sure he takes time for himself. Good. I can sit on the floor and actually get back up now. That's amazing, Chuck. I only got coverage due to the diabetes diagnosis. Otherwise, I'd have to pay out of pocket. Well, I'm like pre Like I was pre-diabetic, now I'm pre-diabetic. Um, so yeah. So I need to find out what line needs to be crossed. And not that I'm going to make it that, but like what is the boundary? Like what does my blood work need to be in order for you to cover this? You know what I mean? Yeah. I've got to do something though, and that's just, Lori, that's confirmation to me that I need to do it. You know, I didn't do it before, so the cost was a factor, and I also was concerned how it was going to affect me, because with the autoimmune stuff, I just never know how medications are going to do, right? And so that was something else, but especially hearing it from you and how it's helped you. A1C was 6.8. Okay, I don't even remember what mine was. A1C. I'm gonna screenshot that so that I have it. Okay, and I'll go back and look at my blood work. You know, and it's hard because we've been so stressed at the beginning of the school year with all the transportation stuff with the kiddo, and then my back going out. You know, I just haven't had the energy to advocate, Lori, and that's, I was telling them earlier, I just haven't been able to do it because it's a certain mind frame that I have to be in, and I have to be able to make the call and just be able to do it, you know? He wants me to meet the parents, and I can't wait. I know it's hard when his mom is sick and no one knows what they're walking into with her Parkinson's and dementia. Oh, no, that is so hard. Oh, sweetie. Yes, that's a hard situation to go into. So Chuck, you know, you don't have to answer this because I don't want to put her business on live, but you know, you might want to let her know that that it's helped Lori and that I'm thinking about it. I don't know that that would sway her or anything like that, or if she needs it, but just a thought. Sometimes it's a little less scary when you know people who've done things, right? Okay, guys, here we have MSR tonight.
Feels like it's been a while since I've done it.
It has been a while, so don't trip on the cord there, buddy. Let me scooch up. Do you have the... Oh, I said don't trip on the cord.
I did not trip, did I?
I felt a tug.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna close my... Yeah. Okay. Are we ready, Freddies? Okay, here we go. Oh, I guess I need to do it, don't I?
Yeah, I've got gloves on.
Oh, I like this one. Here's Bethany! Just in time.
I ain't got time for your shit, tell me later. Cannons on big time, things on major. We bring the guns out, we bring the sabers. Dealing with the force of nature. I ain't got time for your lip, you a hater. Navy on grand lines, beat on traitors. We in the headlines, we in the papers. Dealing with the force of nature. You're dealing with an OG, day one. Hammer down for the enemies that be preying on. Hammer lights off from the darkest night when the day's gone. Every limb of window weapon striking like a ray gun. Wow! Only one hit and I spark a team. You can beacon know me, no pokey power, but I try to be. Gonna drop a Tony, but flash the end if you start with me. Free to pick a side, but know you die if you want within. Dealing with the physical lesson in physics and force. Warriors are prepared to face an illicit militant fall. Under the impression the pressure is a typical form. Easily mistaken ground basically shifts on a wall. Checking all the chords and they wonder how I do it like Steve. We know more of the keys behind the scene it's faking. Have the justice fly a sword to sail. And a bump in the road to spread. Yeah, you're dealing with a different kind of discipline. Feel it in my roots, I'm talking minerals and vitamins. I turn them into vegetables and I don't talk in synonyms. As far as basic killing, you think Logan would be visiting evergreen. Cause my leaves are never withering. Chlorophyll will leave you chloroform if you ain't listening. Rooting out injustice, every buzz that they've been Gucci's with all the green I'm bringing in. I ain't got time for your shit, tell me later. Cannons on big time, fleets on major. We bring the guns out, we bring the sabers. Dealing with the force of nature. I ain't got time for your lip, you a hater. Navy on Grand Line, feet on traders. We in the headline, we in the papers. Dealing with the force of nature. Used to dealing with killers, captured the words of the cabin boy. You're the captain, the mind of the rock, the bird of them. I got one thing that I'm certain of, my position is permanent. Pick a fight with a vibe, I see your team in the firmament. Come to service and triple-headed like Cerberus. Kicking, grinning like Pokemon. Now we getting my nervous. We better call in the clergyman. Have a read of the last rites. In the nature of nurturing, they got serious bar fights. Over the strike, the moon's down, but you can call it a night. You've had a terrible fate, and there's a dawn in your horizon. Some learning a lie, sort of aside. Near or far, I'm about to shorten your sight. Yeah, they think I'm so conniving. Split opinions like prisms, no one pulled the rising. Greatest looking in a prison, they could hold the guy in on faster than light speed. Bro, it's science. Violence, that could be the only justice I know. I just sick the body like a scientific slideshow. Sycamore with sycamore, they're stepping in the biome. The woody makes a buzz until the light inside their eyes go. Shouldn't take a first glance with the eye show. I know singing is the leader, but the mind side lies both fire where I stand on the line in the sand. Has been kindness is abandoned by a tyrant demand. I ain't got time for your shit, tell me later. Cannons on big time, fleets on major. We bring the guns out, we bring the sabers. Dealing with the force of nature. I ain't got time for your lip, you a hater. Navy on Grand Line, feet on traders. We in the headline, we in the papers. Dealing with the force of nature. I ain't got time for your shit, tell me later. Cannons on big time, fleets on major. We bring the guns out, we bring the sabers. Dealing with the force of nature. I ain't got time for your lip, you a hater. Navy on Grand Line, feet on traders. We in the headline, we in the papers. Dealing with the force of nature.
Woo! Yeah, that's one of my favorite ones. And they performed that. Are you pooped? It's been a while since you did it.
What was I thinking?
Okay, I'm gonna turn the light on. Don't look. There we go. So Beth said, "So ready." Melissa said, "MSR." Lori said, "MSR." Missy gave you fireworks and fire. Yeah, so all three of the performers in that song were there, and they were all on stage together to sing it. So it was pretty cool. Did I get that for footage? Did I record that? Because I did do it, right?
Maybe. I don't know. Did you? I think I probably did.
But they did perform it, right?
Oh, they did perform
Okay,
it. I remember it.
Okay.
It's like the whole reason I listened to it.
Okay. Anyway. So, yep. Lori gave you hearts on fire.
Okay,
There we
I'm
go.
poopity doopity.
I know you're pooped. You did a lot today.
Love you, Mama.
Love you,
I
baby.
got my hump back already.
Okay, don't trip.
Love you.
Love you. A few more minutes and I'm going to close down, okay?
Subscribe to Mountain State Rapper. We don't have the saying for this one because it's spelled right.
Correct. Chuck said, "My man." He laughed. So, did I even talk about the affirmation? I attract, what did I even say that was? I attract authentic and there was another word and I can't remember what it was, but I attract authentic connections, because we've really been doing a lot of connecting here lately, and that is what I wanted to do, so that we could build a presence and get integrated into this community, so into the NPC community. So it's exciting. Did I tell you about the shirt that I got? Let me go. Oh, I can't see. It's too dark. I'm afraid I'll trip. Okay. But my new phrase, because it's on Daddy Fat Snaps, one of the artists that we love, he has merch now, and the shirt says, "Peaceful until provoked." So that's kind of my new say. I'm peaceful until provoked. So I need DJ Buddy to take a picture of me in that so that I can put it up on the Insta and the thing. Right? Exactly. So, like, you know me, I'm all love and light until you provoke me. Then I'm not so peaceful. I'll have to send you guys a picture of me in the shirt. I don't know if you guys saw the one on the Insta that had him wearing the Daddy Fat Snaps merch. And we actually do have a little bit of merch in the Redbubble store for him and for our NPC journey. I've just got to clean it up a little bit and put some other stuff in there. But yeah, so we're going to have merch. Well, we actually do have merch already. So you saw the blanket we did last week, or that I had not last week, but last time. But yeah, somebody tell me why I give two craps about football, please. I have no idea because I don't care. Unless it's WVU football, and even with that, I am not as into it this year because I am very unhappy they brought the coach back that they did. He left us like totally messed us over, and then he has done some scuzzy things. And then on the other hand, I'm like, I know it's not fair to the players. It's not their fault, so I still need to support them. But yeah, I'm not a happy camper. You catch three caps, yeah. I try and watch it with my husband, but like last week I was getting ready for the concert, and the week before we were doing my stepdaughter's graduation party. So yeah. All right, my loves. I do need to go because I do need to get him in the shower. We have to be getting to bed earlier just because we have to get up so early, and that's really hard for me. Me too. Well, hubby and I will be sitting there watching something and like a series, and the episode will end, and I'll wake up, and he'll be like, "So, you want to sleep through another episode?" Shut up. All right, my loves. Thank you so much for coming. We will be back Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, if all goes well. Love you so much. We were so happy to see that you were here tonight. Bethy, it was so good to see you. Chuck, Kitten, Missy. We didn't have Becky here tonight. We miss you, Becky. But so excited to have you all here, and it's so great to see you. And we'll be back next week at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Much love, my butterflies.